Hello everybody and welcome back to Biogas Farms, Chipping Norton. So last episode we started the canola harvest, as you can see. So we've also got some canola in the mill now. So if we can nip over to here, we can see we've got 9,483 litres. And we've got 3 litres of oil already. Perfect. We also bought, which is where the sprayman is, we bought this field of sunflowers, which we did do a bit of weeding on last time, and we're going to fertilise this time. So I'll get that worker to head back to the yard. I'll drive it back to the yard because he won't get out the gate, I just know it. Then we'll get that fertilised, because then what we can do is we can turn the sunflower into oil, which when our potatoes are done, we can then make even more potato crisps. So I'll get this folded up and then we'll head back to the yard. So we've just got back to the farm. We're going to get this refilled with some fertiliser, and while that is refilling, we are just going to go and empty Mr. Combine, because he is now ready. I'm excited to get another load of canola into this mill. We never checked, so what did we need to do? I do need to check on what we've got of wheat in storage now. So we've got 55,000 litres of wheat in storage. And I can't remember what our silo holds, because what I am worried is we're going to run out of silo room. So it holds 75. So we've got 20,000 litres to play with. It ain't too bad, but we're just going to have to be mindful. Obviously we'll put everything into the mill we can get in the mill, but obviously, like you say, it will anything that doesn't fit will have to go in the silo, but we might fill the silo, so we'll keep an eye on it. Worst comes to worst, we'll have to put some of the wheat into the mill and we'll make some flour, because later on we will be doing, you know, cakes, bread. We'll have plenty of productions going at some point, hopefully when our bank account is a bit healthier than it is. So I'll get him unloaded and then I'll head down and I'll get that field sprayed with fertiliser. We've got 1,300 litres of fert. I'm hoping it'll be enough. It's quite a big field, but I don't know how much fertiliser you need in a sunflower field, so we'll head over there and hopefully we don't need too much. So I did have a look before I come on, and we can't actually remove the gates on this map. So I was hoping to remove some of the gates so we can get the vehicles in a bit easier, and like take some of the stone drywall, well, not take the walls down, but make a bit bigger of opening so we're not driving through fields. It doesn't look like you can, which is a bit unfortunate, so we're just going to have to be mindful of the crop, because obviously as we drive on it we will ruin it. Well, it's not the end of the world. We're going to make some bigger headlands, and I'm going to buy this field obviously when I've got some money behind me, which will be nice. And then it's not the end of the world if we've even made that our production area. And then we can have a nice yard to drive into this field. I think you can access it through the backfield as well, but it's we'll get there. We'll figure something out. Well, never mind. Let's get this field all buttoned up and sprayed. It looks like it's not going to use too much fertilizer either, which is going to be a big help. So we're only going from red to orange in this field, so I didn't think sunflowers needed a lot of fertilizer, so that's good. But as you say, every little bit of yield improvement helps us at the end, especially when we want to turn it into oil. We need as much as we can physically get. So we will get this field all sprayed. See you in a minute. So there we are. I think we are all sprayed. So we didn't actually use as much fertilizer as even I thought, which is even better. So we'll get this returned to the yard. I see the worker needs emptying, so what we might do is just turn this off, get it folding, and we'll just nip and get him emptied. So as you can see, he's parked on the wrong side again. We're only going to be able to take half his load anyway because the trailer's nearly full. So we'll just nip over it, jump into the combine, back her out and get the trailer filled. So get him stopped for a minute. Mr. IKEA, without the A, but we'll call him IKEA. Let's get that trailer filled up. As you can see, we didn't really make a dent in it, but we'll get it unloaded. He might even be able to finish the field before he is full again. So we'll just nip to the mill, get this load tipped. That should be about the mill full. Yeah, so these are the gates I was on about. I wanted to just remove them just so they weren't encroaching on the field as such. But we can't get rid of them, and we can't get rid of the bushes or any of the walls. So we'll work around it. I'm probably going to put some new headlands in and just make the headlands a bit more comfortable to work with. Because then we're not going to destroy any precious crop. I'd sooner rather make the field a little bit smaller now than keep running on it, ruining crop that we've had to pay for, fertiliser, lime, all of that jazz, if you know what I mean. It's the lesser of two evils. So we'll get that emptied. It should take this full load. And check on it in the menu. So yeah, she's at 19. Ooh. So 21,500 litres. So we'll get a bit more in there. We'll fill it to the brim because we've got another field to harvest, and then hopefully the rest of it we can chuck into the silo. That was the other thing I looked at. I'd looked at trying to remove that barn that I tried to put grain in the other day and build a proper grain barn, but we can't remove that either, which is a bit annoying, but we'll find somewhere else and we'll actually put a proper grain barn in, and we can then just tip it in the shed, and then we'll use the telehandler to move it as and when we want to sell it. So I'll get over it, get him unloaded, and then I'll bring the sprayer back to the yard. What I realised is we've driven past this twice now, and we haven't even had a look at the farm restaurant. So let's pull over before we head to the yard. Let's have a walk around the farm restaurant. So there's the VIP lounge. Ooh, that's where I would be dining. Nice little quiet area there. Very secluded. Let's have a walk around the front. It's a nice outside seating area. The creators of this map have really put a lot of time and effort into creating every aspect of Jeremy Clarkson's farm. Ooh, some random bales. Ooh, Jeremy won't be happy there's a van parked outside the restaurant. But yeah, here we are. So there's a seating area inside and the kitchen. With some nice pastries on. Ooh, it does look good. Looks a nice area to have a meal. It's a shame it got shut down, really. But yeah, right, well, I'll head back to the yard and stop thinking about food because it's making me hungry. So as we pass the combine, he has finished that first field. That is absolutely perfect. So we'll get this dropped back off in the yard. Then we'll get him set up in the next field, get him unloaded, and then we might take this JCB and start picking up some straw. And then we can get it into the cows. Because my next purchase, I think, is we're going to get a manure pit, because it would be very nice to start scooping that across to make our apples. And then we should be fully set up for sustainable farming. The other thing what I need to do while we're thinking about it, see when the best month to sell cow milk is. So I don't think it's worth an overlock cow milk, but we'll have a look. We've got 9,380 litres. So it looks like September, January, going to be our best time. So we'll probably have a sell up in September of everything we've got and see what we make. Should be about 2,256. It's probably going to be more like £2,100. But hey, every little helps. So I'll get this reversed into the yard. And then we'll go get him set up. And then we can start collecting some straw. Could do with a bit of a boost of cash soon. So I'm hoping the glass house is producing well, because we're going to need the cash off them to support our new manure pit, and we're going to have to lease in the next month or so the sugar beet harvester and the potato harvester, and I don't think either of them are overly cheap to rent, but it's what we need to do to make our Crispies. So I did have a look as well while I was having a search on Mod Hub to see if I can make a candle factory to use, put our beeswax in too, but no one has actually come up with the mod yet. So if you're a mod creator and you want ideas, a candle factory would be perfect for this map, and then we can make candles that smell like my Right, so I'm gonna risk it, see if I can get this through without putting it on the header trailer, because it's a bit annoying having to put it on the header trailer constantly just to take it through field to field. But I'm not holding a lot of hopes. I think that opening is small. Yeah, it's a lot smaller, isn't it? Not a chance. Oh, oh. Well, we did it. I don't know if we've ruined the combine, but we have done it. But never mind. That gets him set up. So we're going to jump now into the fast track in a second. I'll just get to pulled up near the field. That's ready for unloading his next load. We'll jump in the fast track. We're just going to start picking some of these up, especially the headlands, because then we can start working on building our new headland area. But we might have to build a hay barn or get a baler in a minute, because I don't know how much straw we can. To be fair, what we might actually do, fill the cow pasture up, and we might just sell the rest, because we leave the trailer full with it some for now, but we don't really need so much straw and stock, and it doesn't sell until December, so I'm not sure yet. Could just leave it in the field. It's not going to get wet till September, although it does give rain later on today. I'm not sure, but we'll get the cows filled up anyway, and then we can build a manure pit. But as you can see, the cows have already took 2 trailers full, which I think is 16,000 litres each time. I was actually surprised they would take that much, so we'll get another one full and we'll see if they'll take another one. They obviously need a lot of bedding, these cows. And so the combine's just come up with its 80% full, so I might just flip over there and see if we can't grab him while he's on the move. He's on the headland still, because we're not going to be able to empty him fully again, because obviously we've already got 73% of the trailer full. It'd be very nice to get this trailer upgraded or something done with it, because it is 12,000 litres, isn't a massive capacity really. And I mean, these aren't particularly what I'd class as big fields either, so well, it turns out we've gone a long way around, but never mind. But yeah, they're not particularly big fields on this map, so it shows you how small the trailers are. I think we could quite happily go up to a 20,000 litre trailer. At least it'd let the combine empty twice into it, or 16,000 litres, that would be twice. Which would be nice, because then we're not constantly filling up once, because it's like you say, do you fill up once, run back to the yard, and then come back again, or do you half fill it and you've got to come back anyway and finish emptying him? So it's a bit of a chore to know what to do really. But anyway, we'll carry on getting him emptied. There we go. We'll see if we can't. I think we're going to have to go the long way around again. Get this dumped partially in the mill, and then we'll start filling the silo up. So this bit of field or grassland on the left here is where I think I'm going to set up future productions to do with grain and maybe even put dairy on here, and just a bit of a wasteland, because obviously it's I could plough it, make it into a proper field, but as it stands, it just being a bit of grass, you can't fertilise it. I mean, we can get hay off it, it won't be too much of a problem, but it isn't going to be like doing our own field and fertilising it. I mean, we could cut it and turn it into silage, might be an idea. Won't be getting any factories until we start selling some produce, I wouldn't have thought, but I don't know. I don't know what to do with that field. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Any suggestions are more than welcome, and we will take them on board. It's always nice to have a group of you say what you think should do with the farm. It gives me more ideas then of where we can take the channel and what sort of things you're after. So yeah, do like and comment below, and we'll try and do everything what you guys suggest, really, within budget. So there we go, we've hit the limit. So, should we see how much straw those cows have taken? It took 38,000 litres of straw. And I see the slurry's at 74,000 litres, so we're soon going to have to start selling some of that. We might take it, I think we own the plant in the start of the biomass. Yeah, we do. So we could actually just take the slurry straight down there. How much does it take? Oh, it takes 1 million litres, so we're well within thing. Take some slurry down there. I mean, it's only a small trailer we've got, but it is well worth producing. It'll bring us an income, so I might have a go at doing some of that in a minute. What I was just thinking though in the back of my head is, I wonder, can we tip straw in here? Because if we can, that would be absolutely amazing. And then we could just store all the straw in here for the time being, and then when December comes we could get it sold. So let's have a look. Can we tip our straw? No. No, we cannot. So what we're going to do is I'm going to fill this trailer up for the time being, and we can keep adding it to the cows. We're going to move some slurry now over to the biomass plant, because we haven't done that yet, and that's soon going to be full. And then we can start making a bit of money off that, because I think it brings in about £4,000 a day. It's not a lot, but I tell you what, every little help in the background is definitely welcome. So I'll get this filled up. We'll grab the trailer. Hopefully it's got no water in it. If not, we'll have to dump it somewhere. And then we'll start moving some slurry. I thought I'd just give you a first-hand thing of reversing into there, and obviously we didn't do it the Jeremy Clarkson way because we didn't hit the wall and then shout at Caleb, but we just got it in first time. So what I have just discovered is our tanker does not move slurry. That's a bit of a shame. So we're not going to be able to move slurry with this. We're going to have to rent or lease something for the day and get it all moved in one big hit. So we'll just put that there out of the way. Check on our worker, 75%. Let's get him emptied, and then we'll see what we can lease. But obviously I'm cautious that we want a manure pit as well, because instead of buying fertiliser, it would be nice to start putting that into the apples, really, and we can carry on with our cider enterprise. So as soon as that sugar beet's ready, we will be getting cider producing. Exciting times. So let me get him unloaded, and then we'll have a look to see what slurry tankers we can buy that our tractor can pull. Oh, so it looks like the silo is now full, and so is the production. So we'll have to take this back to the field, get the next couple of loads off him, and see where we go, really. I'm hoping we can get it either in this trailer or leave it in the combine. Otherwise we might have to sell something direct. We might have to sell a load direct, but we don't really want to do that, because we desperately need the oil. I think he might have 2 more trailers, because if he's 80% already, that's going to take us up to nearly a full trailer straight off the bat. So yeah, I suspect we're 90% full now. So we're going to have to do something. We might even be able to speed up time, but it might stop us harvesting in a minute, because the rain is on its way. So we're trying to get done before the rain comes, because there's nothing worse than soggy crops. So what can we use to transport? That'll move it, but it only holds 2,000 litres. It could take a while. Let's have a look at bowels. So we've got that, which doesn't do it. Now the Bailey trailer will. That might be worth leasing. What's that going to cost us? 1,500 quid. We'll soon make that back. So we'll take it 18,000 litres. I think we'll just keep it all standard, and we'll just go lease that. Then we can get slurry moved into the biomass plant, and we can start earning some well-deserved income off it. Tell you what, that is a good looking trailer. It's going to look real nice on the back of this fast track. So I know a lot of people don't like fast tracks, but honestly this is one of my favourite tractors of all time. I know a lot of people don't tend to use them for agricultural use, but they're absolutely beautiful tractors, and they drive so nicely. So, it looks like we've got lucky, guys. We've got 5,000 litres in the combine. So we should be able to get that mostly in the trailer, and we might have to just leave some in the combine just until that mill starts producing. I mean, it should be, as we speak, it should be chomping through. So we might even be able to speed time up, and we'll see what's left in the combine. Ooh, 4,000 litres. It's quite a bit, to be fair. We'll get that trailer parked inside because we don't want it to get wet with the rain that's coming. So we'll just get this back to the yard. Might even leave the combine just over the grain pit for a bit, just so it starts emptying itself. Oh, can we get through there again? Ah, perfect. Like a glove. So we'll get this header dropped off, and we'll leave this just over the pit for the time being, just until she's empty. And then I might even just speed up time just so she empties a little bit faster. Is that going to set itself on there? So yeah, let me run this to the mill. So as combines go, she's not too bad. It really does, this New Holland really does struggle with the hills. I think Chainsaw and Dagwin in their cooperative series they've just done had one, and they didn't get on with it either, because even though it's quite a few horsepower, as soon as you hit a hill with it, it just seems to drop all speed, which is unusual, but so we'll always be on the lookout for an upgrade. I mean, like I say, you can keep the header and you can use the header on a different one for now, because I mean the header size is not too bad really. But yeah, we'll keep an eye out. One might pop up in the sale at some point. So we're just going to leave that like that. It'll just keep it emptying for the time being. We'll get this chucked in the shed. And then hopefully by that time, the first slurry tank shall be full. And we'll whip that down to the biomass. Which, to be fair, I don't even know where it is, because I haven't been there yet. So it'll be nice to go... Oh, we have been there. We jumped there, didn't we, to have a look to see if they had a silage pit. But I've not drove there yet, so it'll be nice for us all to drive up there and have a look at what it is. Right, should we see if we can get this one back straight in? So the view's a bit less on this trailer, but well, let's see if we can get this back straight in there. No problemo. I can't really see where she's going, so well, are we going to do it? Oh, we've done it. Look at that. Straight in. It's like I've done it before. But yeah, we'll leave that there. And we'll now go and jump back into the fast track. It's got 18,000 litres in it. So let's go have a look where our biomass is. So we'll tag it. And let's go find out where it is. So it looks like it's towards the farm shop. So we'll head that way and then I'll see you over there. Yep, the biomass plant is pretty much opposite the shop. So we'll pull in there and let's find out where we can offload our beautiful slurry. And once again, the fast track is doing an absolutely amazing job pulling these heavy trailers around. It's just a shame about the driver, really. Well, I think we've actually gone down someone's private drive. We have gone down someone's private drive, I believe. Yeah, the biomass plant's there, so we'll have to get spun around. Here we are. We've finally found it, and we've not ended up in a quarry. So we'll just find out which. Oh, there we go. And that's where we need to dump it. I was going to say let's find out where we need to dump it, but we seem to be here. So we're offloading into the biomass plant. We should be able to now turn the slurry on. And what we're going to do is we're just going to set that to selling, because a lot of maps don't have like electric charge, where there's not really any way you can box it up, so it's just easier to set it to selling. And then obviously the digest, we could use it. It's probably the most valuable thing to us, but it might as well just get on with selling, and it'll make us a few pounds in the background. So if we just speed up a bit of time, let's put this on to 15. We should see now it should be kicking into full action. Yeah, I've accidentally turned it off, not on. That was silly. Right, that's why we always double check these things. So as you can see, that's going down already. We've got plenty more to come this way. The mill, we've now got 150 litres of canola oil, so it'll chomp through over the next few hours, and hopefully we can get that combine empty. But yeah, I think we'll leave it there today, guys. Thank you for watching. As always, if you've liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. If there's any comments, do drop them below. Say we're always happy to answer it. If you've got any suggestions for the series, let us know. We will try and accommodate them all. But thank you to all of you who are commenting on the videos. It's great to see you liking the videos, and thank you for everyone who's helping us out, telling us about the microphones and different setups. And like DG Agri, he's got me set up on a nice farm stick now and a steering wheel. Absolutely loving it, and it is so much better. So thank you guys, and we'll see you next time.